At age 69, Thomas, a retired postal worker from Michigan, noticed something alarming. Getting up from his kitchen table had become a struggle. The man who once carried mail bags up 3 flights of stairs now gripped the table edge just to stand. His wife Helen watched with growing concern as simple tasks became mountains to climb. According to the National Institute on Aging, we lose up to 8% of our muscle mass every decade after age 40, and this loss accelerates dramatically after 60. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it is silently affecting millions of older adults across America, leading to falls, fractures, and the heartbreaking loss of independence we all fear. But what if I told you that part of the solution is not hidden in expensive supplements or grueling gym routines, but might already be sitting in your refrigerator? Today, we are exploring 3 everyday cheeses that leading doctors and nutritionists recommend for supporting muscle health in adults over 60. These are not exotic superfoods or costly supplements. They are accessible, affordable options backed by solid science. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted companion for clear, compassionate, and science-backed wellness guidance designed specifically for those of us navigating the golden years with grace and strength. Muscle loss after 60 is not just about looking weaker. It is about maintaining the strength to live the life you want. Every lost pound of muscle affects your balance, your energy, your immune system, and ultimately, your ability to stay in your own home. Here is what happens as we age. Your body begins producing less growth hormone and becomes increasingly resistant to protein signals. Think of it like this. When you were younger, your muscles were like eager students, quickly absorbing and using every bit of protein you ate. Now they have become more like tired workers who need extra encouragement to get the job done. According to Harvard Health Publishing research from 2023, older adults need approximately 30% more protein than younger people to achieve the same muscle-building response. It is not that our bodies are broken. They just need more support to maintain what we have built over a lifetime. Understanding what undermines muscle health is just as important as knowing what supports it. First, processed meats and deli selections are loaded with sodium and preservatives called nitrates. These compounds increase inflammation throughout your body and can burden your kidneys, making it harder for them to process the protein you need for muscle maintenance. Thomas discovered this the hard way. For years, he relied on bologna sandwiches for easy lunches. After switching to fresh cheese and vegetable wraps, he noticed less afternoon bloating and steadier energy levels. Marketing makes sugar-loaded yogurts look like health foods. But many commercial yogurts contain more sugar than a candy bar. This excess sugar triggers insulin spikes that promote fat storage rather than muscle growth, working directly against your strength goals. While an occasional glass of wine with dinner is not necessarily harmful, regular alcohol consumption interferes with protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build and repair muscles. The Cleveland Clinic notes that even moderate drinking can significantly slow muscle recovery, especially important when you are trying to maintain strength. Refined carbohydrates like white bread and crackers provide calories without the protein your muscles desperately need. They cause blood sugar crashes that leave you feeling tired and less likely to stay active, creating a cycle that accelerates muscle loss. While supplements have their place, your body absorbs and uses protein from whole foods more effectively. Real foods come with helpful co-nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds that work together to support your health in ways isolated supplements simply cannot match. Now for the solutions that can make a real difference in your daily life. Here are the top 3 muscle-supporting cheeses that nutrition experts specifically recommend for adults over 60. First is cottage cheese, your overnight muscle protector. It is packed with casein protein, a special type that digests slowly and steadily feeds your muscles throughout the night. It is also rich in leucine, the specific amino acid that directly signals your body to start building muscle tissue. Enjoy half a cup about an hour before bedtime. You can eat it plain, mix it with a handful of fresh berries, or blend it with herbs and a touch of olive oil for a savory evening snack. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed adults over 65 for 12 weeks. Those who consumed casein protein before sleep gained 20% more muscle mass compared to those who did not. The researchers noted that nighttime protein consumption seems particularly beneficial for older adults. Dr. Maria Rodriguez, a geriatric nutrition specialist at Johns Hopkins, explains that the beauty of casein protein is its slow release pattern. While younger adults can build muscle with any protein timing, adults over 60 need that steady amino acid supply throughout the night when growth hormone naturally peaks. Cottage cheese is nature's perfect delivery system for this process. If you have high blood pressure or elevated cholesterol, choose low-sodium varieties. As with any dietary change, discuss this with your healthcare provider if you have specific health concerns. Second is Parmesan, the concentrated powerhouse. This cheese has been aged for 24 months or longer, a process that partially breaks down its proteins, making them easier for your body to absorb and use. It is also naturally low in lactose and incredibly rich in both protein and calcium. Sprinkle 1 to 2 tablespoons over scrambled eggs, steamed vegetables, or homemade soups. A little goes a long way. Just 1 ounce provides 10 grams of high-quality protein and 331 milligrams of bone-supporting calcium. The protein in Parmesan may absorb more effectively when paired with vitamin D-rich foods like eggs, or when you have had some sunlight exposure during the day. Most people who struggle with lactose can tolerate aged Parmesan without digestive discomfort. Third is Ricotta, the post-activity recovery champion. Made primarily from whey protein, Ricotta digests quickly and is loaded with branched-chain amino acids that travel directly to your muscle tissue for immediate use and repair. Eat 1/3 to 1/2 cup within 2 hours after any physical activity, whether that is a morning walk, gardening session, or light household work. Try it on whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey, or mixed into pasta for a satisfying meal. Ricotta is naturally lower in sodium than most cheeses, making it a heart-friendly choice. If you are managing cholesterol levels, opt for part skim varieties. Let me share Dorothy's story with you. At 74, this retired librarian from Arizona had given up her beloved morning walks after a minor stumble left her confidence shaken. She spent months avoiding the neighborhood paths she had enjoyed for decades, worried about another fall. But Dorothy decided to take small, intentional steps toward feeling stronger. She began with gentle chair exercises and committed to eating a protein-rich breakfast that included a serving of cottage cheese mixed with fresh peaches. Within 6 weeks, something remarkable happened. Dorothy noticed she could rise from her favorite reading chair without using her arms for support. Her energy returned gradually, and with it, her confidence. Today, she is back to walking those familiar neighborhood paths, greeting friends and enjoying the sunrise she had missed so much. Your journey toward renewed strength can begin exactly like Dorothy's did, with one small, purposeful decision. You deserve to feel strong in your own body. You deserve to move through your days with confidence and energy. You deserve to maintain the independence that means everything to you. Tonight, before you settle in for the evening, consider adding just one small change to your routine. Maybe it is a small bowl of ricotta with a touch of cinnamon after your evening activities. Perhaps it is planning to sprinkle some Parmesan over tomorrow's scrambled eggs. Whatever you choose, know that you are taking a meaningful step toward the life you want to keep living. A common question I hear is whether people who are lactose intolerant can still benefit from these cheeses. Yes, many people with lactose sensitivity can enjoy these options. Aged Parmesan contains very little lactose due to the aging process. Ricotta and cottage cheese are often tolerated in small portions, especially if you choose lactose-reduced varieties. Start with small amounts and see how your body responds. Another frequent concern is whether eating cheese regularly will increase cholesterol levels. When enjoyed in moderation as part of a balanced diet, cheese can fit into a heart-healthy eating pattern. If you have concerns about cholesterol, choose reduced-fat versions and focus on portion control. Always discuss dietary changes with your healthcare provider if you have heart disease or elevated cholesterol. Most nutrition experts recommend about 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily for older adults. For someone weighing 150 pounds, that equals roughly 80 grams of protein spread throughout the day. The key is distributing this protein across your 3 meals rather than consuming most of it at dinner. Timing does matter for maximum benefit. Cottage cheese works best in the evening because its slow-digesting proteins feed your muscles overnight. Parmesan can be enjoyed with any meal to boost protein content. Ricotta is most beneficial within 2 hours after physical activity, when your muscles are primed for recovery and growth. If you do not care for the taste or texture of these cheeses, try mixing cottage cheese with herbs and vegetables for a savory approach. Or blend it into smoothies where the texture becomes creamy. Parmesan can be so finely grated that you barely notice the texture while still getting the nutritional benefits. Ricotta pairs beautifully with both sweet and savory flavors, honey and cinnamon, or herbs and tomatoes. Consider avoiding processed lunch meats because the high sodium causes inflammation. Instead, try ricotta cheese snacks which provide fast protein for muscle recovery. Replace sugary commercial yogurt that causes blood sugar spikes and promotes fat storage with cottage cheese and berries for slow overnight muscle feeding. Regular alcohol consumption blocks protein synthesis, so consider herbal teas or sparkling water for better protein absorption. White bread and crackers provide empty calories with no muscle support. Try Parmesan over whole grains for both bone and muscle strengthening. A supplement-only approach misses food synergy, so choose whole food cheese sources for complete nutrient absorption. Your daily routine for stronger muscles could include 2 scrambled eggs topped with grated Parmesan served with fresh fruit and whole grain toast in the morning. At lunch, try a mixed green salad with grilled chicken or fish, extra Parmesan shavings, and olive oil dressing. In the evening, take a 30-minute gentle walk followed by ricotta on whole grain crackers with a drizzle of honey. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Choose the suggestions that fit most naturally into your current routine and build from there. Everything we have explored today is designed for educational purposes to help you make informed decisions about your nutrition and health. This information represents general guidelines based on current research, but it is not intended to replace personalized medical advice. I always encourage you to have an open conversation with your doctor or registered dietitian before making significant changes to your eating habits, especially if you have existing health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, kidney problems, or food allergies. Your healthcare team knows your complete medical history, your current medications, and your individual health needs. They are your best partners in determining which of these suggestions might work well for your specific situation. The goal is always to support your health safely and effectively, and your healthcare team is invaluable in making that happen. Take care of yourself, stay curious about your health, and remember that small, consistent changes can lead to meaningful improvements in how you feel and function every day.